Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Dear ones, I am Archangel Michael. Let's wrap up today this topic of how low vibrational feelings came about, and I'll leave you with some questions on your minds. As I said yesterday, the dimension where these feelings can happen is only in the third dimension, physically speaking. In the dimensions above, these feelings do not exist, cannot exist. This is a rule. This is a law, because the journey of learning from the fifth dimension no longer allows the beings who arrived there to become more involved in these feelings. If this occurs, the beings are literally banished from these places. I am using the word banished, because it is a word that you know and have always heard, that many beings were banished from paradise for their actions. There is no paradise, there is no hell, these were figures created by their religions. This doesn't exist. What exists is the feeling in each person's heart. Everyone has their own heaven and their own hell, if you want to keep these nomenclatures, because this doesn't exist. There is no paradisiacal place, where those souls who feel, who walk on the path of light, go and live perfectly there. And there is another one where souls burn in fire. There is nothing like that. Souls are treated when they disincarnate, souls are treated. This is a topic to be talked about separately, not here. So when I say that you are bandits, literally, your existence ends in that dimension. Many are already here thinking, what do you mean? Are you killing us? No, I'm just going to tell you the following. It would not be appropriate for our Father or Mother God to create a law or a rule in which a physical body would be eliminated by His will. No, this does not exist. Let's go. Beings are in fifth, sixth, seventh, no matter the dimension, high dimensions. But those feelings that once resonated there, of survival, of power, of dominance, those feelings that I mentioned at the beginning of this little journey are beginning to blossom again. For some reason, for some imbalance, these feelings begin to evolve, start to appear again. This is easily detected in the higher dimensions. Within these dimensions we have the guardians, those who maintain order. No, it's not that you're just there, and you can do whatever you want, there is order, and everything that is done for the benefit of the whole is always blessed, nothing is discarded. Everyone has the right to a voice, everyone has the right to actions, as long as those actions are good for the whole, be good to everyone. So everyone has a voice, no idea is wasted, all ideas are used and improved. This is part of the evolution of souls, as this is how souls evolve. Very good. So these same guardians realize when an imbalance is happening in that dimension. Yes, these guardians are endowed with of course they have the divine spark, but they have a slightly different divine spark. It is a divine spark that captures any variation that may exist there. They are the great guardians. No, there is no point in trying to mention names here, because these were never presented to you. This is new knowledge that you have no idea about. Very good. So when it is noticed that there is a variation in the energy of that dimension, due to a feeling that does not resonate with that whole, these people are invited to a long conversation, they are invited to undergo treatments, are invited to improve, to treat themselves, so that those feelings stay deep inside, and don't come out. Very good. These souls are given a chance, so that they improve and resonate with that whole again. If this doesn't happen, because as I said, the choices are up to each person, no one is obligated to do anything. If people were forced to change, it wouldn't be a high dimension, it would not be a high frequency dimension, as we would be dominating, we would be forcing a situation. So in these cases, if that being simply says, no, I want to echo that feeling, I don't want to stay here any longer. Very good. So these beings are banished from the astro where they were, literally. No, they are not killed, they are banished in the physical body, and can find shelter on other planets. Ah, but how are they bandits? Are they thrown into space? Of course not, you continue to think with a third-party mind. There is no evil here, there is just the maintenance of that energy. If it doesn't resonate with that frequency, it can't stay there. At high frequencies, in high dimensions, there are ships. Then these people are taken to the ships, and they go wherever they want, have free access to the universe, free access to lower dimensions, not to higher dimensions, because no one will allow them to arrive with those vibrations. So their idea is to dominate other planets, dominate other peoples, so they can assert their feelings of dominance and power. Very good. Then many of you may ask, but if the planet passes, the astro, passes through all the phases, through all the dimensions, couldn't they simply be demoted to the lowest dimensions on that planet? No, because of the following: what determines the dimension of a planet are the feelings emanated by its inhabitants, by the beings that live there. So if all the beings on that planet, on that astro, are already in the fifth dimension, there is no way a minority can remain resonating in the third. This would bring about an imbalance. This violates the laws created by our Father or Mother God. So, as all beings on that astro evolve into a given dimension, the planet starts to resonate in that dimension, regardless of whether the astro has higher dimensions in its structure, so to speak. So making a parallel with your planet, I already said here that Earth is not a third-dimensional planet, it vibrates in the third dimension because you all vibrate in this dimension. And what is happening now? Gaia wants to return to being a high-dimensional planet, which she once was. That's another story, just a parallel so you understand. Then these beings are banished from that dimension and that astro, and find shelter elsewhere. And then the process continues. This, my brothers, has been happening since the universe was created, since these feelings appeared. So there are many battles for the universe, many battles of domination, of power, and as I have said a few times here, there are several stars like yours, like your planet in the universe, subjugated and dominated by these beings, all intersera. Now, you will ask, but how does Father or Mother God allow all this? May we be subjugated? That's another story, there is another path, which will be left for next time, for the next subject that I will address. You are not subjugated for the sake of being subjugated. It's not that. No one is forcibly taken into anything. No one is made to be imprisoned for anything. Then you will understand, when I start talking about your planet, what really happened here. What really caused all of this that is happening today. I had to explain the entire process how it originated. So continuing this topic a little further. Some beings became known in the universe as dominating beings, and beings that only emanate evil, that feeling of total lack of love for others, that feeling that the other is nothing, and that I always come first. So these are the beings that have been out there, messing up the universe for a few thousand years now. And as you can see, as the universe is very old, they created a large network of domination throughout the universe. So, each case is different. Imagine if none of this happened, if in higher dimensions these feelings continued to exist, there would be no evolution of souls because the imbalance would be total. So our Father or Mother God simply cannot, in His infinite wisdom, in His infinite love, eliminate these beings, because all of you, indiscriminately, have these feelings deep within your soul, because this came from the first beings. This is ingrained in the soul of each one of you, so if God simply decided I will eliminate all those who have these feelings in their soul, the universe would end, because all souls, today, in this era, are contaminated with these feelings. What's the big difference? It's just that some don't feel comfortable disseminating them, making these feelings count, others don't, others feel good, others feel very good spreading these feelings. So you today, as souls, are made up of all feelings. So there is no longer any way to separate and simply eliminate these beings. They will continue to exist because there will always be new beings with these feelings, and they will have to be somewhere. So, I hope you understood that this story of good and evil, that one is on one side, and another is on the other, were just ways of putting things, because you are the whole of the whole. You have all the feelings in there. They're souls, they contain all the feelings, even the ugliest ones, the ones you say, "No, I don't feel that." Yes, all your souls have, just through the evolution of each one, you stop vibrating certain feelings, and privilege others, thus beginning your journey of evolution. It is this way. The more you ignore, forget those low vibrational feelings, the more you evolve. Why do you start to value the feelings that really matter, and which are the feelings that come from love, of love for others, of unconditional love, of the love that is in that divine spark that is in the soul of all of you. So, there is no such separation. When we say that you are a whole, that you are all connected, do you now understand this phrase? You are all connected. Why are you all connected? Because they all contain the same source, the same divine spark, exactly the same. It does not change from soul to soul. The divine spark of our Father or Mother God is the same in all souls. So you are part of a large network, where you are all connected, directly to the source. There's no point in wanting to say, "No, I don't belong there." It belongs. You all belong, and all the imbalance caused in this connection network is felt by our Father or Mother God. And of course, certain actions are taken, and then next week we will talk again about that photon belt, about that golden age, and about the era you are living in today, and then you will begin to understand a lot. I just say one thing to you, you are not the poor things, you are not innocent beings who let yourself be carried away by all this, by nothing. I think, anyone who understands perfectly what I'm saying will understand what I just said. You are not beings who are totally deceived, totally deluded, carried away in conversation. No, just ask yourselves, where are you? You are in a dimension, exactly to vibrate the feelings that you vibrate. How did you end up here? Why are you in Tercera? I'll leave you with that thought for the weekend, and next week we'll start other stories. This ended here. Think about it. Now I'm going to talk a little about treatment groups. As I said, and many are eager to know what it will be, we are going to change the entire process. You will have another video, explaining exactly what you are going to do. Everything she is going to say has already been discussed with me and is already written down so that she can say exactly what needs to be said. What's the big change? In general terms, it was created in the universe, by me, by Mary, by Archangel Raphael and by his Pleiadian and Arcturian brothers, a great egregore of healing light, in which you will be guided to place the people you think need treatment within this egregore. No, it will be a very simple process. It's a visual process. You will receive an image and everyone must visualize this image, because in that place, in that image, the healing egregore that we created will be used. The groups will continue, new groups will be opened. Anyone who wants to enter, whoever wants remains. There are no more numbers, there is no more quantity. There will only continue to be a commitment to helping a brother, in helping others. A time offset will be set for everyone to do at their own time, in time here, a large majority are here in this country, it will continue to be 22 hours every day. Anyone from outside or who cannot do so at that time will be able to travel as long as their intention falls at that time. So this will make life a lot easier for those outside, the lives of those in another time zone. There will be two groups, the group of energy donors, in which they will continue donating their energy to everyone who is in that place, in that image, which will be provided. Then there will no longer be groups of so many, everyone will be there, everyone will be treated. The other group is the group of those who need help. And these people will also be praying during the 15 minutes for those in need. So in fact, the people who ask for others, it's time for them to participate too. Don't just give your name and watch television. It will be their time to pray for those they want to be treated. So she will also participate, not with the prayer of those who are donating the energy, she will be making a request, for as many people as she wants, and it will place people in that location, within that egregore. So this is how it will be now, from now on, my brothers. There is no longer any limit to anything. You can leave and join groups whenever you want, as much as you want. Do as many days as you want. I already said that the ideal is just 2 days, because it is a very strong release of energy, but it is up to each person. Those who are participating are seeing how important this is, how much strength you all have to do this. So it doesn't change much. For those who are donating, practically nothing changes, you just won't have names to say, the rest is all the same. You will offer the energy to that egregore, for everyone inside. Your prayer will continue to be the same. Very good. Now, what changes? It changes for those who want to receive grace. So for those who want to receive the grace of being treated, or of treating someone in need, these people will take the symbol, which will be passed through the channel, and they will write the names of the people inside, and during the 15 minutes, in which treatment is being carried out, this person must be connected at that moment. That's what I said, putting the names and going to watch television is very easy, so let's bring them into the process as well. So these people who need help, and who have those who need help, will make the following request: I place all these people within the egregore of light created by the Archangel Michael, the Archangel Raphael, Mother Mary, the Pleiadians and the Archangels, and I ask that each of them can receive the appropriate treatment for their problem. May each of them have their minds clean of implants, chips, and any type of manipulation. May the people who are here receive the grace to be rebalanced and healed, within their merit, within your walk. Ready? And I ask that you remain in prayer for the 15 minutes. Very good. There will be no deadline. This will be the donation of this group, this channel, for everyone who needs to be healed, for everyone who needs to be attended to, in your supplications. So this is a movement that will never end. Just for information, it is the Pleiadians who are taking care of each of the dark ones that are there. They are freed by me, from those bodies, and are taken by them to be guided. What is the role of the Archangels? Take the astral projection of everyone in that egregore to their ships and treat them quantumly, so that cleaning is faster. So, realize that we have made a major modification to the process, and that we are going to treat everyone now, at once, and this process will always exist. I understand that this way, there is no longer any need for anyone to take someone by the hand and say, look, today is the day for you to pray. Today is the day for you to do something for that group. Nobody is a child. Whoever has the commitment in their mind, in their heart, will know that they have to do something. Don't be children. Be committed adults. Only that. So there it is. You will receive another video explaining all of this a little better, in more detail, and it will all start next Sunday. The group that is still being treated will be treated until tomorrow, normally, and everything starts again in a different way, on Sunday. I am Archangel Michael. I am here, seeking to elevate each one of you, seeking to open your minds and hearts, and most importantly, seeking to elevate you vibrationally, to the 5th dimension.